recently I've been seeing a lot of bit of I keep saying the same. Is English the language of the speaking or no? Restart. Restart, and I'm not cutting it. Fuck, I said the same line 8 times in a row now. I said it 8 fucking times. God damn it. I said it 8 times. I made the mistake. I've seen a lot of discourse about the main character of My Hero Academia online recently. People are saying some stuff like, "Oh, Deku doesn't have aura," or "Deku's not the greatest main character," or whatever people are saying, and some people are glazing him. And as a former hater and now turned glazer of the My Hero Academia series, I feel like I have to give my input on this situation. Um, to tell you the honest truth, in my honest opinion, I feel as though Deku is the greatest character for My Hero Academia, the greatest main character that the story could have ever had. And honestly, after finishing the series, he might be one of my favorite main characters out of a lot of shonen, maybe most shonen anime of today. Most of the modern shonen anime. And there's a few reasons for this. Um, he's a character who started off with nothing, obviously. He was a weak piece of shit, getting bitched all day, every day. His weakness, as we saw in the end of the series, his weakness is what gave him the power at the end of the day. No, he's not supposed to be this character of extreme aura and power. He's not supposed to be this character who's one-to-one with someone like All Might. All right, he's Deku. He's his own type of character. He's a character with great weaknesses, with a lot of flaws. And at the end of the day, he's a fucking child. Okay. Um, so obviously he's not gonna have all these aura moments, and that's good. This is a good thing that Deku did not have all these bullshit aura moments like these characters like Sun Jin. What was his name? Fucking Solo Leveling's main character, Sung Jin-woo, or whatever the fuck his name. That type of shit to me is not a good like. It's just not good. It's not a good main character, and especially for this type of story, My Hero Academia. The fact that he started off weak, he started off with this chance. It wasn't even fully given to. He got a chance from All Might. He said, "Do you want the inheritance of my quirk?" He could have said no. He could have rejected the chance that luck he got. He got luck. Just like in life, there's chances where you get lucky and you have to capitalize on it. He took the chance and inherited the power. He slowly tried to learn it, breaking his body apart, piece by piece. Every time he used it, that shit would explode. Okay? Every time we watched him use his power, he would explode. And the people around him witnessed it too. From the beginning, they're all conditioned. They're all conditioned to see this guy as someone who's helpless, who needs the help of others, who relies on the strength of others, who's someone to be worried about. And as the show goes on, obviously he slowly masters his abilities and his strength, but deep down, everybody in the story still feels that worry for the character. Because that's his character. That's honestly his strength. That everyone wanted to step up. They wanted to become better because of Deku. And I also saw a lot of people saying stuff like, "Oh, Lemillion would be a better one for all user." And I'm gonna have to humbly disagree. I think that notion has faded a lot recently because of like the end of the series and how you have a quirk and you inherit it, you're getting fucked anyways. But regardless, there is no character better than Deku to have had this story. Okay, he shows the helplessness of an individual and the strength and weakness, and how even if you're not the strongest, even if you start with a weakness, as long as you work towards something, you know as long as you work towards becoming what you want to be, towards your dreams, something good will come. Deku got to live out his dream. um um he got lucky, he got help, and as one all for one said at the end of the story, his strength comes in his weakness. That's where strength comes. That's where the greatest one for all user gains all his strength from the people, other people stepping in the last episode. Look at the little anomaly. I don't even know the word. The metamorphosism. The words that I can't even pronounce. Every individual from his class was assisting him in getting to that punch. Think about that. I don't even know what the fuck aura means anymore. All right, to be honest with you, like When I think of Aura, I think of Toji. I'm not gonna lie, that's the character I think of. But regardless, I don't even want that in a main character. And Deku showed you don't need that shit to be one of the greatest main characters in a story. It's just the truth. That's just the truth. And to me, Deku is one of the greatest characters, one of the greatest main characters you could follow in a story. He shows you the strength and weakness. Okay? That to me, this is a very real character that everyone relates to. This is a real character. A lot of shonen protagonists, some of them you can't really relate to, some of them you can't really pull something out of. You can't pull a great story out of. This character, Deku, teaches you valuable lessons that you should, honestly, from the first episode, like I said, he took a chance on, it was a luck. He got luck and he took a chance on the luck. And many of them might think, oh, of course you would say yes. Of course he would want to inherit the power. But think about the shoes he had to fill. All Might. You don't think that shit would go through your head the second you get offered to inherit the quirk of the greatest hero of all time? He said, fuck it. I'm going to do this shit. I'm going to become the best. I'm going to become the greatest hero. He worked towards it every day. After he inherited the quirk, how many people would sit there and not train every day like he did just to get ready for the entrance exam? How many people? Again, there was luck involved in that entrance exam. He didn't know what the fuck was going on, but he showed that he was a true hero. At the end of the day, again, I'm going to say the same line I said like 4 times now. Deku is the greatest hero and the greatest protagonist that this story could have ever had. And in my humbly honest opinion, he is one of the best modern day shonen protagonists. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. That's just how I truly feel, After finishing the show, I had never had the urge to go back and watch the first episode and then the last episode again, like I had with this show. Honestly, I rewatched the last season right after I finished it. I went back to season 1. I watched them beat the shit out of that robot again from the entrance exam. I watched them do the one punch. I watched honestly any moment where you say run popped up. I went back and watched, and then I went and watched the final season all over again just because. He's a character that we all can relate to, that we all can pull something valuable from. So, just because somebody or whatever, I don't know who said or what said, I just kept seeing people saying, oh, he doesn't have aura or something. Who cares about this word aura, first of all? All right, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why that even matters, whether a character has aura or not. But the main point is that Deku is the greatest character that this story could have ever had, and he has aura moments. Whatever the fuck, I don't know. Him against Muscle Man, that was aura as fuck. But that's not the reason we follow him. Every character's gonna have some moments like that, obviously. But Deku's main pull is in his humanness. And his weakness and achieving his dream, even though all the cards were against him, at least at first. Taking the chance on luck, he got lucky and he took a chance on. I don't know how many times I have to say that, but I feel like I have to keep saying it for some reason. I didn't expect to make another My Hero Academia, honest with you, but honestly, I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show too. That's the truth. That's just the truth. I enjoyed the show too much. So I can't stop thinking about it. Honestly, I can't stop thinking about it. And I saw people talking about it online. They gave me another opportunity. I saw people talking about Deku and how he was either good or bad. And I thought, you know what? I want to talk about it too, because Deku's kind of goated. He might be the GOAT. He's the greatest character for the story. I'll say it again. I'm like a fucking record book. I keep fucking reiterating. Have a good day.